welcome back to my channel. Today I have swatches for you from BLUSH Lacquers. As a lot of you may or may not know, Blush is easily one of my favorite indie brands, so I was super duper excited to get this collection. This collection is the Midnight Mascarade collection. I rarely do this, but I did want to read off her inspiration for this because I thought it was really nice. So she said it's a 7-piece collection of shimmers and multi-chromes inspired by satiny ball gowns, glittering masks, and all-night Gatsby-style parties. I love that because after I read that, I could totally see everything that she was talking about. Okay, so the way she's selling these is a little bit different than anything that I've known before. So she is selling 6 of them individually, where you can, if you want to, purchase them individually or as a set. So each individual polish will be $10.75, but again, there are only 6 of them that'll be available to be sold that way. The 7th polish, Lady of the Mask, will only come with the set of 6. So if you buy the other 6 as a set, you will essentially receive Lady of the Mask for free. So the 6-piece set, or all 7, essentially will be $64.50. So essentially that is saving you $10.75 and giving you a free nail polish. So why not? So these polishes will go on sale February 3rd at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So in the description box below, I will link BLUSH Lacquers' Etsy page as well as her Instagram. I'll also link my Instagram page where I will have more swatches, macros, video swatches, all the good stuff of this collection. I think I have everything said. 7 polishes, 7 polishes in this collection, and let's go ahead and get started. So our first polish is called The Secret Door, and this is described as a rich garnet red with a shifting bronze to copper shimmer and a red to gold shifting iridescent micro glitter. So here's our first coat of The Secret Door. This goes on really nicely and really smoothly. So for all the first coats, I'm just going to paint these 2 bare nails and then come back in and paint all 4 nails. So here's our second coat, and on its own this does get completely opaque and very dark and vampy in 2 coats. Here's what it looks like over black, and it is going to highlight those secondary colors really nicely, the purples in there. This has a really nice formula though, very easy to work with, doesn't stick to your nail, it's not hard to remove or anything like that. So there's 1 and 2 coats. Next up, we have the Golden Hour, and this is described as a coppery red to orange to gold yellow shifting polish with green to teal shifting iridescent micro glitter. Here's our first coat of the Golden Hour. And again, this is very sheer on this first coat. It is going to build up really nicely on 2 coats. The black that I'm using today is Banksy from I Am Custom Color. I'll link her in the description box below as well. So here's our second coat, and this one does cover completely in 2 coats as well. This also has a really nice shift without being over black, but see, putting it over black here, it does make, again, those secondary colors come out really strong, those reds and those coppers. Again, very nice formula, very smooth. None of these were hard to work with by any means or anything funky going on with any of them. So there's 1 and 2 coats. So next up we have Candelabra Cadabra. And this is described as a bright green polish with a strong bronze shimmer and green to teal shifting iridescent micro glitters. If I'm pronouncing this wrong, it will be in the description box below. So here's our first coat of Candelabra Cadabra. Again, a little bit sheer here on this first coat, but you do see a lot of different colors here without needing the black base coat. Here's our second coat, and this is also going to cover completely in 2 coats. This has one of the stronger shifts, in my opinion, both on its own and over black. Over black, you are going to get a lot more of those copper secondary colors. Again, nice formula, easy to work with, easy to apply, easy to remove, just easy in general. So there's 1 and 2 coats. Up next we have Kiss the Frog, and this is described as a deep blue polish with a strong green shimmer and blue to purple shifting iridescent micro glitter. So here's our first coat of Kiss the Frog. This is very sheer on this first coat here. I did do a rather thin coat on my pinky. I am going to do a thicker coat on my middle finger here. Here's our second coat, and this is going to build up completely in 2 coats with a thicker coat on my pinky. I do prefer this one over the black. I feel like you get a ton more of that green shimmer, and I really, really like that. You can see the blue, you can see the green, you can see everything in it over the black. So there's 1 and 2 coats. Next up we have Twilight Maiden, and this is described as a dark purple polish with a strong magenta pink shimmer and blue to teal shifting iridescent micro glitter. So here's our first coat of Twilight Maiden. Again, this is very sheer on this first coat. Again, it does build up completely into. All of these have pretty much the same formula, the same consistencies, the same sentences. Looks nice over black, looks nice on its own. It's just going to reflect differently, so depending on how you like to wear it, this one will reflect more of the pink than the purple over a black base. They're all easy to use, all easy to apply, all easy to take off, just color preference. Next up we have Amethyst Amulet, and this is described as a grayed out purple with a metallic feel to it. It has a blue to teal shifting iridescent micro glitter and a silver shimmer. Here's our first coat of Amethyst Amulet. And this is by far the most sheer polish in this collection. This one was one that would really benefit being over the black. It does build up on 2 coats. I am going to go in for a much thicker second coat off camera for my pinky because I did do such a thin coat. But I feel like this one is another one, like Kiss the Frog, that looks best layered over a black. So here's 1 and 2 coats. And lastly, here is Lady of the Mask, and this is described as a raspberry red based polish with a grape purple shift, a teal shimmer, and a blue to purple shifting iridescent micro glitter. And here is that bonus polish, Lady of the Mask. This is the first coat. You can see that it's the same thing. It's nothing different, just a special polish. So here's our second coat, and this is going to cover completely in 2 coats. This is another one that I really prefer over the black because you can get a lot of that blue and a lot of that fuchsia out over the black that you don't get off just bare nails. So there's 1 and 2 coats. Okay, let me explain myself here for a second. So if we're talking polish on its own, no base color, all of that good stuff, the Secret Door was my favorite. And if we're talking layered over black, which is how I personally would wear these, Kiss the Frog is my favorite. So I essentially have 2 from this collection. I don't know if that's cheating. And that's it. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of this collection. Let me know if you plan on picking anything up, which I highly, highly suggest. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe if you want to see more from me, and I will talk to you again next time.